Shalom everyone, this is Rabbi Yonatan. Thought you might be missing the shul. This week for my Torah thought, I'm actually going to give a thought about Israel, since it's Yom HaAtzmaut today as I record this, and this will be Israel Shabbat here in Melbourne, where we'll all be celebrating the miracle of Israel. Which makes me ask the question, what does Israel mean to you? Something everyone should ask themselves. Personally, what does it mean to you? What do you love about it? I want to tell you what a couple of my teachers, rabbis from the rabbinical seminary I went to in Israel said, starting with the dean of students from that time, Rabbi Professor Einat Ramon, who said the following: being Israeli is friendship and willingness to open your home and your heart to people you don't even know. Some examples are attending funerals and weddings of people you don't know or who don't have relatives in Israel, but you do it to comfort them and to celebrate with them. Visiting the grave of a fallen soldier who doesn't have any family and saying prayers on Memorial Day. The dancing in the streets of Israel, all the different dances of 70 years of statehood, those nights of singing, Shabbat and holidays all over the country, and even in Tel Aviv, where she means because people are more secular, there's a quietness that suddenly ascends on Shabbat and holidays. One more that I want to share with you is from my teacher and rabbi, Professor Rabbi Yossi Turner, who was the supervisor of my rabbinic thesis on Zionism. And he's a professor of Jewish thought at the Schechter Seminary, and he said the following: for me, being Israeli means to live in a situation where one's actions in every moment of life impact the entire future of the Jewish people, and also the Jewish people's contribution to all of humanity, for good and for bad. To the extent that we consider our Israeliness in a matter that expands our humanity and our culture, to the extent that we direct our lives to the ideals of justice and truth, to the extent that we will broaden our Jewishness and our humanity. Well, thank you to Rabbis Ramon and Turner, and I just want to add mine, because I've been an Israeli officially since 2003. I studied for the rabbinate in Israel. I served a congregation for 6 years in Israel. And I also asked myself, what does Israel or being Israeli mean to me? And here I find myself in Australia. Well, I think it's connected. Because to me, Israel is a wonderful miracle. And I've lived there and I hope to live there again someday. But Israel is a greater idea. It's the idea that we can actualize ourselves spiritually, that we can actualize some of the strivings that Rabbi Turner mentioned, and that we can actualize ourselves spiritually because we're not brought down, because we have great hope and we have great pride, because we are the greater Israel. I felt that when I was there, with all the different people from all the different places, and they represented everything that I experienced also outside of Israel with Jewish